So this is a little story. It is a story of a fisherman who found a golden fish. A fisherman sat in his little boat by the river, and he was sad, for it had been a hard year on land and water alike, and the river had seemed very empty of fish. But this day he caught a small golden fish. It was too small to eat, though. He went to release it, but the fish said, "No, leave me on the hook, and I will bring you a great, great fish." So he cast his line again, and it came back with a great big trout on it, a trout so big he could barely get it into the boat, and it almost overturned the boat with its thrashing. But the boat seemed oddly stable, as though it had some extra ballast, some extra weight. Well, he had his great big fish, and the golden fish said cheerfully, "Were I a bit bigger, I would have gotten you a bigger one, a better one, but better luck until the next full moon." So the fisher released the little golden fish and went home. He did not catch the golden fish again the next day, or the day after that. He caught fish, but only small ordinary ones. The pickings were not good. When the full moon came again, he cast his line, and up came the little golden fish, but maybe a little bigger than before. He thought the fish this time looked big enough to eat, perhaps. But the golden fish said, "Ah, am I ever glad to see you again. I have been waiting and waiting. Come, cast me into the water, pull me through the depths, and I will bring you a great fish indeed." And so as before, he cast the little golden fish into the water. And soon enough it came back with a massive, massive salmon. He could barely get it over the side of the boat, but he managed. Grateful, he moved to release the golden fish, but oddly the hook did not seem to be in the fish's flesh. Rather, the fish seemed to be holding on to the hook. This struck the fisher as very odd, but he picked up the golden fish, and the fish and hook separated, and he gave the golden fish back to its watery home. "Until next time," called back the golden fish as it swam away. Well, each day he went down to go fishing, and a month passed of unremarkable, rather poor catches. But once again, when the full moon came, he caught his friend the golden fish. And he flung the golden fish into the river, and within minutes he pulled up a massive, massive pike. It was a strange pike with such sharp scales that it cut his hand as he dragged it over the edge. And as had become their custom, he released the golden fish with a fond farewell, went home and made his dinner. And the days passed, and each day he fished for some small reward, but eventually the full moon came round again, and he caught the golden fish. "Good work," said the little golden fish. "Now I can rest, for once I was one of many, and now there is only one of me. My kin were once many, and each were eaten up by these, the trout of dispute, the salmon of feuds, and the pike of vengeance. And now I will rest. The gold will return to the depths from which it came." And the golden fish, so bright and beautiful, seemed to grow heavier and heavier and heavier, and the fisher could not pick him up and throw him over the edge of the boat. His boat came lower and lower in the water, and water came over the edge, and he could not bail it out, any more than he could have bailed out a boat out of granite, it was sinking so fast. Soon he was treading water and had to swim to shore. And from then on he did not go to the river to fish in a boat, but only stayed on shore, and he shunned both the river and the ocean. And that is the story of the fisher who caught the golden fish.